Hello YouTube friends and welcome to my channel, new and returning subscribers. It's Margie from the Budget Evolution, where we have fun saving our money. And today we are working on our check-in and unstuffing for, what is it, the third week in July? I want to say it's the third week. It's my second check-in, but it's the third week in July. Anyway, happy Saturday. You'll probably see this, I'm hoping, either tonight or tomorrow. I'm still getting used to catching up with my recordings. I'm trying to do them a little bit ahead of time, but it's not happening that way. Either I'm busy or I'm tired or whatever, or I'm doing something else that I feel is more important. Anyway, let's get started. So I have been tracking like a good little Margie. I have been tracking, and we won't talk about this. If you look at this, my husband's name is Owen, by the way. But here's Margie, here's Owen, right? That's hubby. And we had a huge argument about taking money out of his 401k to help pay for that Hawaii trip that he insisted on going to. Yeah. So I went and I tried to figure out if he was paying half of the bills, right? And I'm paying half of the bills, would we be okay? So it was just a thing. I was in a really pissy mood and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Another reason why I was probably not getting other things done. But anyway, that's another story in itself. Men can be just men. That's all I'll have to say is that sometimes, I do tell you that I was watching, I don't know who it was, but I don't want to ever name names for somebody's husband who doesn't listen. But sometimes they don't get it. They really don't get it. Is it me? Is it really me? Like, he does not get this whole cash stuffing, he understands that I'm budgeting, but I don't think he really understands to the magnitude what I'm doing. He thinks, okay, oh, I have a month ahead savings. He goes, oh, why don't we just use that money? He goes, didn't you say we could use that? And I said, yeah, but everything's in a high yield savings and they're in binders and I'm using them for videos. Well, he don't get that. He just got, oh, you have money in a savings account. Why don't we use that? See what I'm saying? So, okay. All right. I need to focus. Let's focus with July and, get our unstuffing done because, yeah, it's a nightmare. It's not a nightmare. It's just, I don't like having outstanding things on my thing. And another thing that happened, oh my God, it's the intro of just crap happening. It's life. I will say to you that this is life. You know how, like I told you, I don't really track like my balance in my checkbook because I haven't figured out a good system for it. Yeah, well, and I said, as long as I'm putting the money in and I'm not taking money out that's not supposed to come out, I should be okay, right? So we have 3 credit cards that come out of that checking account. So it's my credit card, the Chase, the Penn Fed credit card, the Wells Fargo credit card, and the Capital One credit card. Oh, that's 4, excuse me. There's 4 credit cards. So as long as I'm doing my check-in and as long as I'm putting the money in the bank, they are on automatic payment except for the Chase because the Chase tends to be very big. As you know, the last bill, the dog just fell off of his bed again. Oh my God. But this time he woke himself up. So anyway, well, I went and I said, all right, since we don't quite have all the money for all the cruise stuff, I said, let me at least pay what I'm supposed to pay, which is all of our regular bills, right? So I did that. I made a payment. It was like $4,000, right? And then I was like, okay, in the other checking account was the $8,000 from the 10K challenge, remember? And I said, okay, I can pay that one out of the other checking account, which is what we're holding, like all of our savings kind of money that need to be transferred into high yield stuff. Anyway, so I made that payment. The next day, my husband got a thing on his phone. I don't know why I did. I probably wasn't paying attention. And it notified him that we overdrew the account by $400. What? What do you mean? So it notified us before it charged us. We get like a 3-day grace period that if we transfer money into the account, we don't get charged. Fine, great. I had the money in the other savings account that I hadn't transferred that money out and I moved it over. And then I was like, why did I go over? Well, I didn't make a deposit. I did my last check-in. I never made the deposit. It was still sitting in my safe. Oh my God. But then it occurred to me, am I taking money from charges that haven't happened yet? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're tracking it here, but some of this haven't hit the credit card. That should have been charges for a credit card previous. So that is my job this weekend, is to go through all the credit card statements, well, just the current ones that have come out, and mark off on my, you know how like I don't really go through this process with you, but if you look at June, this is going to be a little long video. So if you look at June, I do my check-in. Well, this column is called build. And when the credit card comes in and it hits the credit card, I write down the day that it's supposed to come out. So this was the 7/3 statement. Really was it's a different day, but it's the date that it would have charged us. So on July 3rd, I know Penn Fed is coming out. But I hadn't done the last Chase one. And if you look, 90% of the bills, the charges are on my Chase card. So I haven't done this yet. So I want to make sure that what should be in that bank account and what should be for next month's bill is correct, because I think I might have messed up. And if I did, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know either way how that all works out. I need to do my unstuffing because I need to get this money into the bank. I don't know why. It's not a rush. It's like these bills should be happening in August. At least that's what I think should be happening. Anyway, let's get started. So I have been tracking. The red marks are me. Oh, man, I can't talk today. Okay, the red check marks is that I know that I put it into our trackers for our different binders and envelopes. So that tells me I'm up to July 15th, which was 2 days ago, the 16th, roundabout. I always go back and double check a couple of charges to make sure I didn't miss something, because I usually go by the actual credit card charges. I'll log in and make sure. I don't really go by the receipts. I go by what hit the credit card. Okay, so let me get everything up and ready here. So that's just to show you that I do track my expenses as every couple of days, maybe not, every day, which is something that I do want to do. I have a huge whiteboard that I was supposed to put up against here, but my daughter had a smaller one and it's a lot easier, So I have this huge whiteboard. I don't know, it's got to be like 3 by 4 feet. And I'm going, what am I using that for? Well, I was watching somebody, I'll put her down in the comments, who I was watching. And she's just got, she went into school for finance and now she's got a YouTube channel and blah, blah, blah. She had a lot of good things to say. And that's one of the things that I learned, that I've been learning, is spend time learning. Always spend time learning. Spend more time learning than playing, if you know what I mean. So I'll link her down below. You guys might be interested, but I've been trying to watch a new YouTuber or a same one that I like to watch, and I get something from it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just mindlessly be watching, which I do. I love watching your YouTube channels. Believe me, I totally enjoy it. But I started to realize that I need to limit myself because I'm spending an awful lot of time watching YouTube. And some of it should be on learning and bettering myself. So I decided that now 3 by 4 foot whiteboard is going to be my vision board or goals board. So it's going to be a little bit of both. I'm going to start putting stuff on there. Like she was saying, one of the things that she came across, and this is something that really resonated with me, and that was, if somebody asks you to do something and it is not part of your goals, does it benefit my goal? Then you shouldn't be doing it. Then you should be able to say no, because she said that we are in a very yes society. We want to go and go on vacation with friends. We want to go on have a girls trip. We want to go to the budget convention. You see what I'm saying? But are they reaching my ultimate real goal, which is paying for Japan? See where I went there? So I was like, oh my God. We went to a wedding in Italy and then ended up spending $13,000 on a European vacation. Yep. Then we're now doing this Hawaii trip that I told my husband we shouldn't go on because we're saving for Hawaii, blah, 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 blah. And he insisted we go because he's not getting any younger and he wants to be able to travel, blah, whatever. And I'm going, those two things were not benefiting my major goal, and that was to go to Japan in the next 2 years. If you look at my Japan folder, I think we've got less than $2,000 put away for that trip. I estimate that trip to be close to 20 grand because of what we want to do. Not that we couldn't do it cheaper, it's because of what and how much time I want to spend there. But I was like, oh my God, she's so right. Why am I saying yes to things? I need to be able to say no, because if it does not benefit our goal, our big goals, do you know what I'm saying? Learn to say no. So that's like my new tagline right now is learn to say no. All right. So, I didn't even pick out a color for today. Let's see. So we did go out and have dinner, which we had plenty of money to go out and have dinner. So I told my husband, let's go out to dinner. I am hungry and I don't feel like cooking. I've been cooking for my daughter every time she's come home. She's home right now studying for the law exam for pharmacy for Pennsylvania. And this federal, I don't even know what, NPJE or something like that. I think that's what it's called. So let's pick out a color for this one. You know what? I think I'm going to pick out this lovely lime green. Yeah, it kind of looks like the yellow, but we'll see. Let me see. Let me highlight that. I guess, yeah, but that was in March, and that was yellow. Do we have anything more current? Yeah, see, I want to say that that's pretty close. Here's my little drawer, and then I have like little notes to remind me to ask you guys stuff. I wonder if I used this color. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so it's a little bit darker. I kind of like that. It's not too dark, and I can still read what's underneath it. So this note actually is, I was putting together a savings challenge, and I bought at the mall from Prop Budgets. So my note here was to ask you guys, how did you guys put it in a binder? Now I realized that when she put it out, she was putting out one floor at a time, which is 6 categories, and then however many cards are in each category. Well, I bought the entire 4 floors. Well, because one, she was having a sale, and then her new one came out, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, anyway, I bought the whole thing. If you guys want to buy the whole thing, it's $56. Just so you know. Well, that was the sale price at $56. So if you want to wait till her next sale and you haven't bought it. But my question to you guys was, how did you guys put it all in a binder? Because let me show you the binder I set up for that challenge. Yeah, this is not happening as a check-in, is it? What did I just do with that binder? I just had it. Oh, it's right here on my front of my face. Okay, so I went and I found as many envelopes as I could that looked the same. So I found these blue ones that I wasn't using. Oh, and it's backwards. No, it's not. I just have a thing in the front. Okay, this is an envelope. Oh, that's for the dashboard. Look at how thick this thing is. So it would be the 4 floors. So that's 1 floor and then the 6 sections. Floor 2 and then the 6 sections. And then floor 3 and then the 6 sections. Now maybe because you guys weren't playing it all at once, and then floor 4 and the 6 sections, which I had to use an extra blue one because I ran out of the clear ones. This thing doesn't even have money in it, and it's already busting at the seams. Well, maybe not busting at the seams, but look how thick that is. So should I use 2 books or just 1 book? Or should I do all 4 sections at the same time? And then the trackers, like the big tracker, the one that you write down your number, I'm actually putting that into a binder. I'm doing the mushroom hole binder, and I'm going to keep that stuff in there. And then I was like, well, why don't I put envelopes in there? But then the envelopes don't have the mushroom thingies. Yeah, I know. Because then I was thinking, it's like, well, I'll just use the binder. And I said, oh, but these don't fit in there because of the holes. It's a totally different hole system. I don't know. But I was going to ask you guys, if you guys played it or you did it on your channel, please let me know so I can watch how you did it, please. I know a couple of you already. I know Eva did it and Budget Your Life. I know obviously Prop Budgets did it. I'm not sure who else I watched that. So tell me, please tell me if you guys did at the mall from Prop Budgets. Would you tell me so I could go check out your videos and see how you guys did it? All right, so let's go back. Okay, we got to do this. And I don't even have the binders out. Be right back. I'm all over the place. I feel like I'm all over the place today. I'm not like set. I do have to leave myself a note because the last thing we'll unstuff is my wallet. So I'll need to go get that before. What am I doing? I meant to take this and put this up on my little thing here so I can remind myself, don't forget to do the wallet. All right, so we're in New Outback. That is in our cash envelopes binder. So let's do that. And dining is first, and we need $71. So we got 50, 70. Oh my God, we actually have the right amount of change. So there and there, and we should have $48 left. 20, 45, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. That's another thing, is trying to make sure that my trackers match my envelopes. All right, let's highlight. Yeah, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I think I'm going to put a black mark on the top to remind me that maybe I'm going to do that now. I come up with a great idea, but then I don't institute it. So let's do that. And watch, I still will get the wrong one. Because I can just look at it here and it'll tell me if it's the little one or the big one. I just did my nails and look, I just chipped it too already. Yeah, that's my weekend so far. All right, groceries. Let's skip over here. And we got a lot going on in groceries and not a lot of money because we separate our grocery cash out over 3 paychecks. So let's add some of this up. So we've got $69 plus we got the $150 from this last stuffing. So we have $219 to spend. So if we take out 97 and then 17, we still got 105, so we could do 95, and we got $10 left. So we can do up to that one. Oh, see, I didn't check. I didn't check. I feel like I'm on an angle here. This is not working out too well. There we go. All right. So we should have $10 left in our thing here. So now I got to add it up because now I don't know what I did. So we did 97 plus 17 plus 95. We need $209. So we have 200, 5. Ooh, look at that. $9. And we got $10 left. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to do. That was nice. That was so nice. All right, there we go. 50, 5, and 1. There we go. Okay. Groceries is done. Moving on to household. We had one charge, but we don't have the money yet for it because we only have half of our household budget in there. So we're going to skip household. Hubby's spending. He didn't spend anything. He just, I don't know how he does it. We did gas last week. We didn't do anything in miscellaneous, and then we're going to do Margie last. I haven't gotten gas or anything, so there isn't anything under there. I just owe this thing $2. So we'll do that later. Okay, moving on to high priority. Let's see. Grad cruise is done. Hawaii cruise. Okay, so what I ended up doing, we're done with this book, and we need our high priority book. So what I ended up doing, the $8,000, okay, that was in our savings account, what I did was I just put prop money in here. Look, I made a dashboard. It says Aloha, Tahiti, Bora Bora, Hawaii Dream Cruise, because it is a dream cruise for most of us. And I was like, still thorn in my side, but it's okay. All right, so technically I would take it away from there, but I don't think I have that much. I did $8,038 because that's all we have. So let's do, but I paid $8,000 to my credit card. Oh my goodness. So we'll do the 200. Let's clear that. 200 plus 308. Because I don't want to break that in half. I mean, I could write on the side that we still owe the 204. Why don't we do that? Because this is going to get really messy then. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do. So we're going to do, you know, I'm actually going to just do that. And I'm going to put that we still owe 204. And then we'll highlight one of these 24s. So that'll be 8,024. And I'll put that I'll leave a note. I'll leave myself a note. I'm going to forget. So why don't we just say that took 8,000 and what was it? 24. So we had 8,024 from binder. 717. All right. So we need 24. We got 25. So this is 8. I don't have any sort quick on. Where the heck did I put my sort quick? Oh, there it is. I was like, where did it go? I was cleaning up and I was cleaning my mat, which you're going to see that in a community post that I'm going to post. I don't know if you'll see it before or after, or it's going to be a TikTok or a short. I think maybe a short. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8,000. And then 25, and we're going to take $1, so that'll be 24. And then there's 10, 11, 12, 13, $14 left in this account. Don't worry. We've got challenges, and that's the other thing. We do have challenges to cover a lot of this stuff. So I'm just going to put that there so it reminds me that we still have to calculate that 204. All right. Oh, we're not done. Okay. So that is Hawaii cruise. Graduation is done. House renovations, we didn't do anything. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the blinds. I just feel like, when I come home, all I want to do is go in the pool, cook dinner, relax, and watch YouTube videos. I don't know why. I think today was the first day I vacuum cleaned in like 2 weeks. Juju. Okay, so Juju she signed herself back up for Quizlet. So I told her anything that had to do with getting her for pharmacy, I would pay for. I should probably tell her not anymore. No, but she's done pretty much after this week. So let's go to J House and let's take out the $9. At what point do you say no to your children? I will tell you this. If you don't have the money, listen, if you don't have the money to pay your own bills, then do not help your children out. They will need, the only way they're going to learn is to suffer, unfortunately, and make their own mistakes. I know we don't want our children to suffer. None of us do. But if you can't handle your own finances, do not try to handle your kids. I know some of you do, you're saving, but if you're in debt and you're paying all that interest, why are you saving for somebody else so they could do better when you could do so much better for them after you're out of debt? Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe it's just my logic. I mean, some of you might have hate comments for me, but I look at it this way. If you are still struggling, do not save for somebody else's future. You save for yours first. And then when you are in control of your finances, then you can save for your children or your friend or whoever. It goes back to what I said in the beginning. You got to learn to say no, either no to yourself or no to somebody else. I truly believe that, because you're just taking money away that you could be putting towards debt. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And some of you will say, well, Margie, you have debt. Yeah, I do. I could pay off that debt tomorrow, but I don't. And you guys know why. Some of you know why, some of you don't. I leave it there for my constant reminder. So let's highlight this. Though now we will have my daughter's debt. So Her personal college loans, hubby and daddy. Hubby and I are going to pay for those, and she is responsible for all of her federal loans. All right, moving on. So my daughter, she hasn't gotten her second paycheck yet, so we'll just leave that alone. Yeah, this is a tracker. We're not taking money in or out. This goes right into our bank account, and that's just helping to pay back what she owes me. Naplex, we're at 0. Thank God. Skiing, nothing. Budget convention is at 177, which is great. So moving on to budget, and that is our low priority binder. And Margie had a Amazon spending spree. I should know better. I preach. I should practice what I preach. I really should. But yeah, I don't know what made me think, oh, Margie, you got plenty of money. You could spend whatever you want. I literally told myself that. How many of you have done that to yourselves? I literally gaslit myself and said, you got money. You'll get it from somewhere. Go ahead and buy it. I forget what I bought. Oh, I bought a new cutter system because all my cutter systems are from systems that no longer sell them anymore. So I can't get replacement blades for them. So I bought a new Fiskars cutting system. Yeah. Granted, it was only what? Is it on here? It should be on here. No, it's not on here yet. Yeah. That was like, I want to say like a little over $30, maybe 40 bucks. But still, it was $40 I should not have spent because I didn't have it saved. Hello, look, it's red. And then I was thinking, you know what? Somebody was saying, do you take your wallet? I was reading in somebody else's comments that said, do you take your entire binders with you when you go shopping? It's like, no, we don't. But you know what? I should have this list somewhere with all my totals that my current balances in it. So I know exactly how much money is in every category. I really should, but you know, we won't go there right now. Because I am trying to come up with a tool for myself. Do we have any money to put towards this? We have $14 and $11. So that's $25 and still not enough money to pay that, but we can pay the $1 PayPal. So let's do that. And there we go. So, sorry, 25, we should have 24. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I know. I get rocked in the whole, you know, I'm bored. Let me look at Amazon. I would think I was on, I was on Eva's live, Budget Your Life, her live. She does a live every Thursday night around 7, 8 o'clock my time. Maybe it's 7 o'clock my time and 7 o'clock her time. Or no, it's 8 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock her time. Because she's in Las Vegas. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Anyway, I was looking, who was it? Janelle Ray Budgets gave Eva a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cash tray. Not the cash tray, the dice tower to match her cash tray. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. So I was like, the first thing I did, what did I do? I went to Etsy. Now I didn't buy anything. Actually, her 3D printing stuff is not on her Etsy site. I wonder if she has a separate, what's that called? Website. I think she might have a separate website. Anyway, so we're going here to gifts. We did TikTok. I was buying stuff for hubby for his birthday come October. I saw a couple of, and not that I normally buy stuff from TikTok, but if I find it that it is something that's really useful to all of us, which it is, it's a ratchet set, but it's tiny, so it fits in tiny spots. Did you guys see that on TikTok? Well, I bought 2, one for my daughter and one for me. So that'll be a Christmas present for the baby. And it'll be his birthday, part of his birthday present, because I thought that would be really cool to have. Because sometimes, you know, we're putting stuff together, beds, furniture, whatever it is. And, you know, sometimes I have the drill, sometimes it's not charged. This is all hand. And yeah, anyway, it was really cool looking. So I bought 2 of them. TikTok. I did that out of gifts because that is going to be gifts. Okay, so let's go to gifts. And we need $76.50. Do I not have enough? I don't have enough. Uh-oh. Where are we going to get that from? All right, we just won't do it this week. We'll just wait. That's okay. That is okay because we have another stuffing. All right, moving on. Date night, nothing. Outdoor, nothing. Retail therapy, nothing. We didn't do a lot of spending this week. We don't have enough money to pay for our Sephora and Ulta, but I did put money from our low priority binder in here, which got a little bit more, got $18. We still owe $73, and we still have another stuffing. So, and then I think I have savings challenges in my Save to Sync, which is specifically for this book. YouTube, I am working on sending something to a couple of people who are my OG commenters, and I wanted to send them something special because, you know, I pay attention when you guys talk. I really do. I really, really do. Party fun. You know, I sound like I could picture him. He's from the UK because he goes, I really, really do. Anyway, why can't I think of his name? Oh my God. Budget with Ira. Oh my gosh. Great channel. Love him. He's lost a lot of weight. Go you. Go Ira, man. You look fantastic. All right, moving on. Let's go to bills. So Capital One came out, so let's get our bills binder. So that's pretty good. We didn't spend too much, but you don't have the other charges in there. They haven't shown up yet. Again, like I said, I'm off. Like I do it every couple of days. So we're going to our bills binder, and we need to take $50 out of Capital One. And we have $50 that's in the bank. No, where's this? It is. It's in the bank. Okay, so we'll just... Oh. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this 50 because, remember, at the beginning here, I was like, do I really have that money in there? Because there should be $50 that should have been in there for that. I really need to go through and really buckle down on my checking account. All right, so that's Capital One. Oh, here it is. There it is. See, I looked that time. So we took care of that one. All right, and then car insurance. We should have the money. So $440. 1, 2, 3, 420, 40, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should have $231 left, which we do. Awesome. I'm not sure why we're ahead, and this could be one of the reasons why there wasn't enough money in that checking account. I'm just saying, because there was a time where I thought it was only $347, and then it was like 400 and something, and I'm not sure how many times. I'll have to go double check. So we have 400 and 20, 40, and $4. There we go. All right, let's take care of that one. I think I'm finally getting used to this system, and I like it. Is it the most efficient way? Probably not, but I like to do something for a little while until I feel I can do a better job doing it a different way. So that's why you see me changing. I'm constantly updating myself because if it's not efficient, then it's wasting time. But until I learn how to do it, then it's okay. So we don't have enough for our homeowner's insurance yet. That will come. That'll come in the next stuffing. Monthly subscriptions. Let's see. Spotify came out for $22. So let's do that. So we need 22, and that would be $28 back. So 25, 6, 7, and 8. And we should have 45, 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. We're also going to do, after this unstuffing, we'll do a cash condensing. Not in this video, but we'll be doing it in the next video. All right. Moving on. Natural gas did not happen yet. That'll happen at the end of the month. T-Mobile, not yet. And tolls, I think it... Did it? It hasn't quite hit yet, but I know it's coming. It definitely has come. And then water, and that was fine. Okay, so that took care of bills binder. And now we're moving on to sinking funds. I don't think anything happened in sinking funds, but we'll just take a peek. Car maintenance, nothing. DMV, investment. July CD. That's me putting down that that's supposed to happen. No, that's at 0. What am I doing? It's already highlighted. We already did it. Oh my goodness. Destroy the debt. MUA already happened. Medical. Let's see. Oh, so I was taking shots. I don't know if I told you guys, but I was doing Zepbound. I was doing Zepbound for an entire year. I lost, oh my God, I don't even know how much, but I think I lost close to 30 pounds. Loved it. And I said I only wanted to be on it for a year. So right now I have stopped taking it. So hopefully I won't need it again. But if I do, then I'll go back on it. But right now I want to learn. I've been learning to eat less and less of high calorie items. So I've been working on that. I've been working on it the whole year. I actually have a plate. I use a plate. I use a dessert plate, and that's how I eat. And if it doesn't fit on that little dessert plate, and I don't overstuff my dessert plate, I eat that and I say, okay, I'm satisfied. Then in 2 or 3 hours, if I feel hungry, I grab a cheese stick or maybe a cookie because I'm allowed. I can have stuff. Okay, so we don't have enough to cover all of medical, do we? We only have $30, and there wasn't we could do this one. So we could do CVS for 20 bucks. So let's go to medical. Oh, that's right, but 500 of that glasses is that, wait a minute. So I didn't even put it in there because it doesn't belong in there, that's why. So 30 of this technically is glasses, not glasses, my actual medical. This, you know what? I'm going to put a rubber band around it to remind me not to, that's a big rubber band. And you just need a little one. There we go. Sorry, fishy. Okay, I'm going to put a rubber band around this. I do have a note there that says 500 for glasses. This is the money that we saved. And I don't want to put that, and we'll do something with this in the unstuffing. Maybe we'll make a thing that says glasses. I don't know. So we need $20 out of our 30, and 10 is going to go back in. So we have $10 left, but we can take care of that one. So this is a small unstuffing, not real big. Well, except for that $8,000. Okay, winter didn't have anything coming out, and yearly subscriptions didn't have anything, and that is it. Oh, that's awesome. See, so maybe my talking filled up some of the video. All right. Oh, that's right. I got to go back and check to see how much money we need to have put in here. I will fast forward this for you guys. So here I go. Okay, so we need $8,850, and that's what should be in this tray. 8850. So let's count this up. So we know this is 8,000. I don't know if I really showed that to you, but I know I counted it up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's the 8,000. Nope. No, I keep doing it. 8, 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 51, 52, 50. 20, 40, 60, 80. 10. You saw that I took that $2 out of my wallet. 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, so I didn't add it. Okay. I couldn't remember. It's supposed to be 52. So 88.52 is what we have in the tray. We'll just leave that there. No, it goes this way. And there's our little fan, right? there we go. $8,852 going back to the bank or already in the bank. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching and listening. And hey, you know, if, what was my question? Oh, if you guys did at the mall, please let me know so I can go back and watch your videos to see how you guys set up your binder. All right. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.